So, good morning, most fabulous woman. The start of another week, and I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. This week, we're going to be talking about resilience, and Louise's meditation last night really began to make me think, especially about how resilient I am as an individual, but how over the last, say, 4 or 5 months, my resilience has really been tested. And you know what? Having really good resilience to poor mental health is so important for us. And it's especially important right now when things are changing rapidly, when, we're out of lockdown and it still doesn't really feel like we're really out of lockdown, and things are certainly not back to normal by any stretch of the imagination. So this week, the focus will be on resilience, and we're going to talk about the things that we can do for ourselves to build our resilience to poor mental health and really to keep ourselves well, because it's not what it's all about, is to keep ourselves feeling good, feeling fabulous, and what is it that we can do to achieve that. So we're going to be talking about things like making connections and keeping the connections that we already have. We're going to look a bit about self-discovery and learning a wee bit about ourselves, because as women particularly, we are very, very resilient. And, it's just about building and maintaining that resilience. And there's something as well about acceptance, because when I was initially when lockdown came, I was completely thrown out of the entire pattern of my life. And it was only when I began to accept that things had changed and that I really had no control over that change, that I started to feel myself getting back to, feeling more normal, being able to do things about the house, which in actual fact I froze to the spot. So there's something about acceptance and the ability to manage change. We talk about keeping things in perspective as well. When you're building your own resilience, it's about, knowing that keeping things in perspective and not blowing them out of all proportion. And although it has been easy to do that over this last while, keeping things in perspective can really help us to build resilience. Taking decisive decisions. I would be a procrastinator, and I could sit for like days thinking, well, I won't. And you know what? When you take a decision and make a decision, there's something really, really positive about that, and something really inspiring about it as well. So when we are building our own resilience, there's something around goal setting as well, and working towards those goals. And there's a feel-good factor about that too. And that really does build resilience to poor mental health and our self-esteem as well, and nurturing our self-esteem. And I have covered self-esteem in a previous video. So if you want to go back onto Nervin's YouTube channel to even look at those videos around self-esteem and self-confidence and maintaining hope and positivity, and even that way that we talk to ourselves and how we take care of ourselves can really build resilience in us as individuals. And when we're resilient, we feel stronger, we feel more able to look after ourselves and take care of ourselves. And you know what? That whole thing around how we speak to ourselves, negative automatic thinking styles, how we can make changes in how we talk to ourselves and how we think about things, and all of it builds resilience to poor mental health. At the very start, when Nervin got the funding from CFNI to actually roll out this program and to establish the Fed Up to Fabulous group, the Resign, and the page that they have on their website, particularly focused on COVID-19, we did talk about the 5 steps to well-being, which are a very, very important way to build good mental health, to maintain good mental health, and actually to become more resilient to poor mental health. So this week I'm going to be touching on those subjects again. Just by way of reminder, because I know that sometimes life goes very, very quickly. We're all, busy, and sometimes we can forget to do the things that actually are really good for our mental health. So listen, have a fabulous week. We'll be back in contact with you again during the week, and have a nice day. Bye.